Okay, so big news updates. Earlier it was news that Elon Musk wanted to back out of the Twitter deal, and guess what? Elon Musk got suspended. That's right, Elon Musk account suspended. I'm terminating. I'm terminating the deal. Musk says. Well, Twitter says, oh well, we're terminating your account. Yeah, seems like Musk and Twitter have been feuding a lot ever since this deal started. Yet they, no fucking way, they actually did it. Okay, Musk. Yeah, Elon joked about it on Twitter. Republicans loved it, so he committed to avoid looking weak. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Like, he couldn't back out, right? Because that would make him look bad. So he had to keep up the facade that he was still gonna buy Twitter, even though, yeah, that was never really gonna happen. And yeah, Elon is always like the king of like 3% follow through on everything that he does. He said he was gonna put a man on Mars in 10 years, like 11 years ago. You know what I mean? Let's see, he did the dancing robot thing, which is funny. Trump on collapse of Musk's Twitter deal. Long live the truth. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I guess Trump is still coping and molding and seething that he was banned from Twitter, because Twitter is his favorite toy. Twitter was pretty much the only reason he had to continue going on. But then he got banned from Twitter and every other platform, so he had to go to this other platform. I bet he was hoping that if Musk bought Twitter, Musk would unban him. But yeah, not the case. Not gonna happen. I wonder if I can move the camera like that. That would be better. Okay, whatever. So yeah. Yeah, Trump is gonna stay banned from Twitter for the foreseeable future until, at least until 2024, I'd say. I wonder if he runs for president and gets the nomination, then they'll have to unban him. But I don't know, they banned him while he was still president. So yeah, I don't know. I think Twitter wants to keep him banned, and so they're going to. Should we read this? Elon Musk whistling for his kids to come during. Oh yeah, it recently came out that Elon Musk has 9 children that we know of. That has been made public because he had twins with some employee of his, or maybe a more senior employee, so maybe it was more mutual, but he's Elon Musk, so there's definitely some fucked up power dynamic going on there, probably, because, you know, he's like super rich, or the he actually deserves it. What is this from? Newswire. Are they storming the... Is this storming the capital of, like, Guatemala or something? I don't know. Whatever. Both Elon and Twitter... Oh yeah, both Elon and Twitter are losing money over this. Makes me feel like there is hope, yeah. Because, how's Twitter losing money? I guess it makes sense because, I don't know, I'm gonna have to read more about that, but of course Elon's losing money because, he has to pay money to Twitter, because they signed a contract. There was a deal that they were going to buy Twitter, and, like, that's why he couldn't back out. I mean, one of the reasons, because it would be an optics nightmare that would make him look weak, but also he signed a contract saying that he's going to do it. And, you know, there are legal ramifications to not doing that, like paying $1 billion. Yep, where does it say? Elon Musk may buy Truth Social. The new name will be Quitter. That's funny. Yeah, Quitter as $47.95. Yeah, for an account. This man is one of the funniest Twitter people ever, and half the time he He doesn't even trying. Hideo Kojima, after opening his phone to tweet, just saw Minions, The Rise of Gru, and seeing he's being framed for a political assassination. Oh no, is he being, was he the guy who assassinated Shinzo Abe? That's a whole different story, okay? You don't need to shed any tears for Shinzo. Apparently he was a far-right kind of weirdo. Anyway. Where was the thing I saw before? Elon Musk is gonna buy Truth Social for 3,000 and he'll toss in 15 million of his sperm. Yeah, I don't know if I buy that. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I mean, backing out of a contract like that is a pretty big deal. I'd say Twitter is in the right in banning him after all the shit he's pulled on Twitter. Actually, maybe that's why Twitter's losing money, because Twitter is Elon is huge on Twitter. So many of his tweets get like hundreds of thousands, sometimes millions of likes, and yeah, a lot of those are bots, but still. Account suspended. Yep. I want to buy Twitter because there are too much bots and I want to fix it. And then I don't want to buy Twitter because there are too many bots and I was misled despite waiving due diligence. Yeah, so that was one of the excuses he came up with to get out of buying Twitter, because there were too many bots on Twitter, and apparently he only realized this after he started buying Twitter. But yeah, he said he wanted to buy Twitter to get rid of the bots, but then he discovered there were too many bots. I think yeah, he's sort of flip-flopping and trying to find whatever excuse he can to back out. Like, oh, he didn't realize there were so many bots, so that means that Twitter is less valuable than it appears to be, maybe. Boris is resigning. Musk's plan to buy Bird app faltered. Dark Brandon will be done. Dark Brandon's will be done. Your malarkey has been going on for long enough, kiddo. Big Balls Biden, the big boss Biden, is secretly pulling the strings. It's over, Jack. Hey, it says punished Biden. Hell yeah. Oh, it's vaporwave. It's all vaporwave filtered too. Hell yeah. The 11th commandment in action. Thou shalt not raise a weapon of malarkey against thy lord Dark Brandon, or feel the weight of 1,000 no malarkey moves against them. The leftists finally made it useful. Yeah. Yeah, we can finally make a meme out of Joe Brandon over here. Oh, he has a beard and a mustache. That's cool. He's punished. This is punished Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. Am I right? Here's the thing I wanted to watch. Breaking news. Oh wait, no. This is I thought this was a video. It's just a GIF. A GIF that says breaking news. Thanks, Reuters. Thanks a lot. He's terminating his big Twitter deal. Content cannot be accessed, whatever. Elon Musk, after he realizes he could have gotten Twitter from the App Store for free. Yeah, why would you buy Twitter for 44 million when you could just get it for free? What a dumbass this guy is. Yeah. I got Twitter for free. Yeah, Elon Musk has to pay $1 billion to Twitter because he violated the contract where he said he was going to buy it. Yep, Elon Musk will acquire Truth Social and call it Quitter. That's a good name. Oh, it's Q as in QAnon. And I imagine there are a lot of QAnon weirdos hanging out on Truth Social, so hey, that's another way that it's appropriate, right? Yeah, Quitter. I like that. Elon Musk treated Twitter like it was one of his own kids. He briefly was interested in it, then lost interest. Yeah, well, at least he was able to pull out in this case, right? That's a joke a lot of people are making. He pulled out of the deal, but he couldn't pull out of all those women that he fucked. How old is this video? This is funny. Oh, they're about to kiss. Oh, this conductor. Get cucked by this conductor. What? Oh, he's so close. Trump is so close to being back on Twitter, but no, yanked away. Yoink. Haha. You want to kiss? Kiss this. Kiss this. Man. Honestly, it's this guy's fault. It's this guy's fault for like closing his eyes and waiting for the kiss. No, you're the man, baby. You're the man. You gotta go in for the kiss yourself. Not wait for the girl to kiss you. No, that's not how it works. Maybe this guy's a sub. I mean, this guy looks kind of like a twink or something, even though he's in a soldier uniform. Or maybe he's a conductor. Maybe he's a, because that's like the same hat as the conductor guy. So maybe he's a employee, but no. Ooh, gets cucked. Yeah, how long are you waiting for that kiss for? Twitter said it would take legal action against Elon Musk after the Tesla CEO said he was pulling out of his deal. And here's
$44 billion deal to buy the social media company. Musk
him doing the dance, the cringe dance.
Twitter had breached multiple provisions of the merger agreement.
Multiple provisions, like what?
Lawyers said Twitter had failed or refused to respond to multiple requests for information on fake or spam accounts on the platform. After that, Twitter's chairman Brett Taylor said,
yeah, but he wanted to buy Twitter to solve those problems, but then he realized those problems were worse than he thought, so then he's backing out. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, he said he was gonna buy Twitter to solve all these problems and make Twitter better, but yeah, Twitter board is committed.
Do legal action to enforce the
legal
agreement.
Actions.
Musk's actions likely set up a protracted.
Oh, look at this beta posture. This arms crossed. That's defensive. That's a defensive posture, and his head is down, just walking, taking small steps. Yeah, beta frame is shattered.
Twitter
by Sigma, the Sigma male CEO of Twitter, an actual CEO.
Her Boston College law professor Brian Quinn dismissed Musk's arguments for an exit.
It's going to be hard arguments to make. One, that he thinks the bots are more than 5%, as Twitter has disclosed in its SEC filings.
More than 5%.
That, as a result, he says, constitutes a material adverse event. That would be a thing that's a condition that would permit him to walk away from the transaction without paying a fee. That's, I think, really debatable. His argument there is very contextual, I think. His second argument with respect to the bots is that he requires additional information about the bots in order to communicate with his financing parties. And that he argues that Twitter has not given him enough information.
Is this San Francisco? Do they still have streetcars? And this is in. Is this in San Francisco? Oh, I remember there were some streetcars when I went, but I don't remember. Maybe I didn't remember this. Well, that's nice. Yeah, we need more public transportation like this. Sorry.
Argues that Twitter has not given him enough information, so I don't give him much hope with that one either. But that the judge has to decide.
Disputed deals that end up in Delaware courts often end up with companies renegotiating deals.
Oh, this is in Delaware. Hold on.
Communicate with information about the
yeah, what's the second argument about not giving them the information? But like, what information exactly?
He requires additional information about the bots in order to communicate with his financing parties.
About the bots.
And he argues that Twitter has not given him enough information.
Communicate with his financing parties about how many bots there are on Twitter, because the bot issue is apparently a big thing. Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, a lot of these so-called bots could just be like inactive accounts, or accounts that are like people's second or third or fourth accounts, or burner accounts or something. Like, that's kind of normal. Maybe it inflates the user base of Twitter greater than its effective user base, but yeah, I mean, I don't know if it really affects the value that much.
So I didn't give him much hope with that one either, but the judge has to decide.
Not much hope.
Disputed deals that end.
Yeah, sounds like this is gonna go to some court. Maybe they said Delaware, so maybe the Delaware Supreme Court. I wonder if it will go all the way up to the Supreme Court. That would be a little much. Oh man, the whole Supreme Court thing. Yeah, the Supreme Court is messed up right now. I wonder how they would rule on Musk. Maybe I assume like every ruling that has come out so far is wrong, which means they're ruling on Musk might be wrong as well, but we'll see. Maybe Musk is too much even for them.
End up in Delaware courts, often companies renegotiating deals, where the buyer paying the target a settlement to walk away, since target companies often want to move on.
Yeah, they want to move on. It seems like both of these guys just want to move on. Like, neither of them really want to go through with the deal, right? I mean, Elon went all in on this and then realized that going all in was very risky. So he's just going to cut his losses at 1 billion instead of 44 billion. Sounds like, right? Yeah, I mean, still a pretty big L, $1 billion. I mean, and, oh, that's right. Tesla stock crashed with the rest of the economy right after he announced his Twitter deal was going to happen. It's kind of funny, the economy crashed just after. Let's finish this video.
There's plenty of precedent to renegotiate a deal, as several companies did during the height of the global health crisis.
Louis Vuitton.
In 2020.
Are they not allowed to say pandemic anymore? Is that TOS? They have to say health crisis.
French retailer LVMH threatened to walk away from the deal with Tiffany & Company.
Vuitton.
Eventually, the two agreed to take more than $400 million off the price. According to a person familiar with the matter, Twitter is hoping that court proceedings will start in a few weeks and be resolved in a few months.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, anyway, it's kind of funny to think that Elon Musk caused the economy to collapse by announcing this horrible deal. And hey, maybe now that the deal's gone, the economy is gonna go back up. Hopefully, I gotta sell some stocks. I don't want to sell at too much of a loss. I mean, I'm not selling at a loss. I'm just selling at like a less of a gain than I could have, a much less of a gain. Anyway, talking about stocks is kind of bougie. It's kind of funny because like, Dogecoin crashed right after Musk started simping for it really hard, right? It was right after the SNL show, right? When he was super cringy and bad, like the worst SNL show ever. Tesla owners Silicon Valley. Children are amazing. Hey. Hey. Is that amazing? That's just a regular dumbass kid. What are you talking about? Hi. I mean, he's cute. But he's dumb. If this was actually the child of a genius, billionaire, inventor, an engineer, philanthropist, he would not be doing a dumbass, normie kid shit like this. Nah, he would be already at a 5th grade reading level. But nah, Elon's ain't special. Elon ain't built different. No. We did a quick but extensive breakdown on Elon Musk backing out of his agreement with Twitter, the major ramifications of what happens. Please take a watch. I hope you'll enjoy this. Shall we, Captain Jordy? Sure.
This is breaking news. Regulatory filings with the SEC show that Elon Musk has terminated his $44 billion deal to acquire Twitter, setting the stage for massive lawsuits. You heard that right.
Lawsuits are
Elon Musk's attorney sent a letter to Twitter saying that Elon is terminating their merger agreement. On April 25th, 2022, Elon Musk announced that he was going to acquire Twitter for $54.20.
Oh yeah, this face of Elon, the meme face, like the troll face or whatever, like haha, lol XD face. But now he's not making that face anymore. Now he's looking at the ground with his arms crossed, defensive posture, beta move.
And to share, because Elon thought the number 420 was funny.
420.
Elon thought he would...
420, that's the meme number. I bet he was gonna seal the deal on 6/9 on June 9th, but no. He couldn't close the deal. Man, if only Tesla's stonk held, but no.
He was being a troll, but looks like he just ended up trolling himself. In connection with the transaction, Elon...
Yep, that's true. Yeah, that's what you get for trying to be a troll by throwing around tens of billions of dollars. Hey, you're lucky you got out with just $1 billion in losses from this. I mean, we'll see if there are more lawsuits, but hey, better cut your losses. Quit while you're ahead, or maybe not, if not ahead, then just not when you're totally like bankrupt.
Elon waived the right to conduct a thorough due diligence of the company and agreed to a $1 billion termination fee if he pulled out of the transaction. Elon has already also been investigated by the SEC for not disclosing his substantial beneficial ownership in Twitter on time.
Ooh, that's a big no-no. Yeah, the Securities and Exchange Commission. Yeah, they'll get your ass in court. Sorry. Yeah, Elon's gotten in trouble for like his reckless tweets before, over how he revealed his Twitter stake. So, something about him buying a majority of shares in Twitter, and then him revealing that was a big no-no. I'm not familiar with the particulars. Maybe we can look into that. Oh, Elon Musk reveals his 9.6% stake in Twitter 10 days after he should have. I guess he has to say what his stake is, so the company can know, whatever.
Now, after agreeing to the merger, Tesla shares plummeted about 20% since Musk was using Tesla as leverage to make the purchase of Twitter, and Tesla car company shareholders wanted him to focus on, cars? Instead of using the company to comfort his fragile ego.
Yeah, maybe instead of using Tesla to buy Twitter, you can, I don't know, focus on making Tesla cars like not crash, making the autopilot not just drive into oncoming traffic. Maybe work on that first. Maybe make it so the cars don't, like, the batteries don't just burst into flames, and if they do, make sure like the doors don't automatically lock, trapping the passengers inside, because that would be, really problematic. That seems like a lawsuit waiting to happen, right? I mean, Tesla's very lucky that they haven't gotten a big lawsuit yet. I mean, I think I would have heard if there was a big lawsuit. They've probably gotten some. I know Tesla got sued because apparently there's a very toxic working environment, some very sexism, racism, all the bad isms going on inside Tesla. So yeah, why don't you fix Tesla before you use it as collateral? Yeah, just for your ego and your pride. Yeah.
Before finally announcing that the Twitter deal is off today, for the past few weeks, Elon was making excuse after excuse and blaming Twitter for why he couldn't get the deal done. For example, he blamed Twitter for not accurately reporting bot accounts and not providing him with enough information. Well, as I previously mentioned, Elon waived due diligence and didn't have the right to this information. Also, the information relating to the bots was already part of a public lawsuit that Twitter settled. And previously, Elon announced that the whole reason he wanted to acquire Twitter was because of the bot problem.
Yeah, he flip-flopped.
So to complain about the bots that he wanted to fix, it's just completely disingenuous. Nonetheless, Twitter gave Elon a complete fire hose of data to go through, even though they weren't required to by their merger deal, but just to call Elon's bluff.
Yeah, he waived due diligence, as in saying, he doesn't care. But it turns out, once he had to find an excuse to not buy Twitter and back out of the deal, then all of a sudden he cares. Yeah. And then they give him the data anyway, but then he says, yeah, it's still, I still don't like it.
And boy, did they call his bluff.
Oh boy.
Elon then complained the fire hose data couldn't be verified. And that brings us to...
Wait, couldn't be verified? What do you mean? Like, it was sent by Twitter. Do you think the Twitter data is false? Like, that doesn't make sense either.
Today, Elon has called off the deal. One chapter ends, and another chapter, undoubtedly, of lawsuits begins. Twitter will sue Elon, Elon will sue Twitter, shareholders will sue both. And the real victim here is the shareholders, real investors, pension funds, real people whose finances have been harmed by Elon's fragile ego and his interference with the market to feel important and like a tough guy.
Oh yeah, if you went all in on Tesla, you better start selling now, because you better start selling while your gains are still in the green, because Tesla stock is way too overpriced. Elon said so himself. He tweeted out, Tesla stock is a little too high, IMO, and then of course the Tesla stock crashed, and he got in trouble with his investors for that. So yeah, if you haven't sold Tesla, you should sell it soon. I think I own part of an ETF that has some Tesla in it, so maybe I'll sell that. But yeah, we'll see.
Now I'll leave you with this. Giving tax breaks and government benefits to people like Elon instead of real Americans is absurd.
Oh yeah.
And anyone fighting for the rights of Elon Musk and billionaires instead of workers and the 99% of us should be voted out of office now.
Out.
This is Jordy Mycelis from Midas Touch. Please make sure to subscribe right now to the Midas Touch YouTube channel.
Yeah, maybe I will. Midas Touch is this guy's a nice guy. So yeah, his point at the end there, yeah. Very well put. Yeah, why would you give tax breaks to billionaires who, you know, can theoretically fund their own businesses instead of, I don't know, giving that money, giving those tax breaks to, actual working class Americans who are struggling. Like, there are millions, tens of millions of Americans who are in dire straits right now with the prices of everything going up, all sorts of health issues. Pandemic is still happening, guys. It's like nobody's talking about it, but it's still happening. There's all sorts of I mean, people were struggling before the pandemic but then everything just got fucked up, and then people are desperate to find some good jobs, and all the while the rich are getting richer. They're going on joyrides into space because they're not being taxed enough. At least they're so rich. They already have so much money. Just don't give them tax breaks. It's a one thing to like not tax them nearly as much as they should have, but like on top of that, just giving them more money to play around with. Yeah, that's the last thing we need. Either tax them more, just no more tax breaks, and then tax them more to actually make people's lives better. And I guess the reason for the tax breaks is that like they're doing innovative research, like Tesla is doing Tesla has done some like innovation in the electric car industry, and SpaceX has done some things in like the aerospace industry, but like again, that's all like Elon's engineers that he hired and pays to do these innovations for them. So Elon's no genius himself. So I in my opinion, tax the rich and then fund NASA so those engineers can work for NASA, for the government, instead of these private companies who are even less accountable to the public than the government. Of course, the government bureaucracy has its own problems, but I think things will be better run by them instead of these robber barons, these psychos who want to escape Earth after they turn it into this scorched hellscape and go live on the moon or something while everyone else burns. So yeah, the mighty Midas brothers are fast on their feet. E. Jean Carroll. Yeah, I'll try to upload this as soon as I finish. Elon Musk ended deal. Twitter misleading statements about number of bot accounts. Yeah, we address this, like he wants to get rid of the bots, but then he found out that the bot problem is bigger than he thought it was, so he doesn't want to solve it anymore. Tesla employees now permitted to bring Elon Musk's children to work. Nice one, hard drive. Is this the one that beefed with Elon, or was that oh yeah. Elon Musk, everybody look at me. Also Elon, everybody stop looking at me. Elon's litigation attorneys. Oh, this was the one where like school teachers were like humiliated trying to like gather money desperately. But hey, this is that was fucked up, but this is funny. Like, yeah, that's another way Elon is losing money, having to pay his attorneys like millions of dollars, probably even more, to deal with his BS lawsuits. I mean, hey, they're making bank, so they're doing fine. Musk family portrait. Oh yeah. Oh gosh, is this AI generated? Oh, that must be. Look at this. Look at all this. Look at these faces. You know the AI made these faces because they're all... Wait, is this Trump? Yeah, whatever. Artist not known. Yeah, the artist is some computer that's like almost sentient. What happened between Twitter and Elon Musk? What is this? Afrikera. Is this Indian? Okay, whatever. Oh. Elon Musk is playing Twitter like a fiddle. I wonder what that, what that's all about. I wonder, how he's playing Twitter exactly. I mean, if his goal was to get banned from Twitter, then maybe. Yeah, this guy is Indian himself. Not worth a bio or physics chemistry. Huh. Oh, I get it. Okay, whatever. Elon Musk backs out of Twitter deal after realizing he can read the Babylon Bee by going directly to the website. Oh, yeah. Ooh, I almost wasted a bundle. I almost plopped 44 billion just to bring Babylon Bee back to Twitter, and it turns out they had their own website this whole time. Yeah, it turns out this whole time Elon was a boomer who thought Babylon Bee only existed on Twitter, I guess. Yep. It must have been love, but it's over now. Yeah, Babylon Bee is like the rip-off version of The Onion or Hard Drive mag. That's like... The Onion and Hard Drive are like actually funny, right? But Babylon Bee is like the right-wing rip-off version of that, where it's like all like gender jokes, like, oh, I identify as this, I identify as that, whatever. Alright, let's read this real quick. The Twitter deal is dead. Long live the truth. Oh, that's it? Oh, 13.1 likes and 360 retweets instead of retweets. It's just a ripoff of Twitter, really. They even have the check mark. What? This is literally the same thing as Twitter. Yeah, to the CEO to end the decision was due to Twitter's. Yeah, whatever. In recent weeks, Musk has been candid about his concerns that the percentage of fake bot accounts on Twitter could be greater than the less than 5% the company claimed, putting the deal on hold. So that means, I mean, I would imagine, yeah, it's more than 5%, but, whatever. And then Donald Trump Jr. wrote, so basically Twitter has a huge amount of spam bots, way more than they let on, and has gotten busted for it. They got busted. As I said weeks ago, spam accounts are probably 50%, not 5%. I mean, they probably believe that because they don't want to believe that, that their ratios, them getting ratioed is like legitimate ratios. They probably want to believe that, like, oh, all these lefties are just buying fake spam accounts to ratio me. It's kind of like the election, the 2020 election. Like, Donald Trump just couldn't believe that there were so many people who voted against him because he's in his, like, echo chamber where it's like, oh, we're the real Americans, and everyone else who opposes me is just a fake American paid by China or the deep state, or the you know, the secret shadow government who, that's anti-Semitic dog whistle. Yeah. They're like, yeah, oh, yeah, it's the same as, like, claiming that Keffels buys a bunch of bot accounts to get her ratios, which she's famous for. Keffels is famous for her ratios, and hey, she's making it work. But yeah, it's silly to say that she's just buying spam accounts. That was an accusation the Quartering made after he got BTFO'd by Keffels. They had a whole beef on Twitter, and Quartering had a meltdown, deleted a month's worth of tweets, and so yeah, took a big L, and he's coping by saying Keffels is botted. Many conservatives have been hopeful that a Musk-owned Twitter will be more equitable in the enforcement of the terms of service. Equitable as in favorable to them. Others like President Trump have been steadfast in their determination not to return to the social media site, who was the first to suspend the president following the January 6th. So President Trump says he does not want to return to Twitter, but, like, he doesn't really have a choice in the matter, does he? I mean, I would imagine if Twitter unbanned him, he would come back, because, like, he literally created his own version of Twitter so he can keep tweeting. I mean, yeah. Twitter is where all the big bucks are. Because, like, that's the whole thing with social media sites. Like, everyone conglomerates around the same few social media sites, because, like, you want everyone talking to each other instead of, like, on their own websites. Maybe even if there are echo chambers within the website, it's better to have everyone on one big platform so they can all talk to each other and interact with each other. But no. It doesn't make sense to have a right-wing Twitter and then the regular Twitter. There's not even a left-wing Twitter. Not yet, at least. Twitter vowed legal action to hold Musk to his end of the agreement. The public's reaction to the deal's collapse was made clear as Friday as shares of Twitter plunged 6% in extended trading. Okay, so the public wanted the deal to go through, and they're disappointed that it's not? Okay, I'm gonna have to see about that. Legal dispute moves forward. More is revealed about Twitter's alleged false and misleading claims. The question remains as to whether those still using the embattled social media site will stay and opt to join the growing crowd. Yeah, I don't know if people are going to join Truth Social. Maybe right-wingers will, because they thought Elon would make Twitter a right-wing safe space, but no, it's not going to happen. They're going to go to the safe space that already exists. Oh well. Let's go through this hard drive article, and then I think we'll be done. In an effort to change the narrative surrounding Tesla's layoffs, return to office ultimatums, and professional controversy around its CEO Elon Musk, Tesla issued a company-wide email announcing that all employees are now permitted to bring the children they have had with Elon Musk to work with them. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I wonder how many female employees he has impregnated. We recognize how difficult this pandemic has been for our working parents and are committed to providing some much-needed relief. Apparently, Elon is forcing his employees to come into work, even though, like, they can work from home. He's, one of these right-wing, narcissists, power players who, want to force people into the office so he can micromanage them and, everything else. Effective immediately, Tesla will provide free on-site childcare to all employees with children under the age of 5, sired by our chief executive officer. Every company likes to brag that they are one family, but Elon is really putting in the work. Yeah, talk about a family business. Elon is actually committed to creating a family business, as in all his employees are either his children or the mothers of his children. Yeah. According to sources within the company, the response from Tesla employees has been overwhelmingly positive. This is great news. I can't tell you how many of my coworkers are going to benefit from this progressive policy. Oh yeah, Elon known for his progressive policies. Even if I knew the exact number, I'm legally not allowed to tell you. Of course, yeah. We can't say if Elon has 20 or 30 or 100 kids, because that would be bad optics, maybe. I don't have any children with Mr. Musk, so it would be nice if I could bring my children to work who aren't his. Especially because we don't really get much paternity leave or money for childcare. So I just have to find a place for them to be. But this is cool too, I guess. Oh gosh, imagine if that actually happens. Like, companies have daycare in their offices. So, like, I mean, maybe that would be nice, but it's also like a late stage capitalism hell world kind of thing, where it's like the children spend their time at the company and they're raised at the company instead of, like, I don't know, at daycare where they should be, like, with other kids in like a more school kind of environment rather than an adult office kind of environment, Shout out to my work/actual fam, maybe both, for helping me tackle two of the existential threats facing humanity: climate change and population collapse. Oh yeah, Elon is solving the population collapse by repopulating the Earth. All of my offspring can now observe Tesla's commitment to excellence up close, sheltered from the corrupting influence of pedos and the woke mob, as they wait to take their rightful place beside me as the ruling elite on Mars. Musk tweeted with an uncredited meme featuring the Game of Thrones family tree with his face pasted on every character. Yeah, it's all Elon all the way down. Tesla is reportedly filing new SEC paperwork that would allow Elon Musk to convert his accrued paternity leave stock into stock options Currently valued at $11 trillion. Yeah, that. So it's all just a big scam. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, this is his ultimate plan. Just make a bunch of his kids and make an army of his little musklings. Musklings. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah. And taking his Musk family to Mars while the rest of the world burns due to climate change, which he's causing. Yeah, climate change and population collapse sort of like they're problems that like solve each other, right? Because like population collapse means there's less people, which means less consumption, which means less climate change, right? On the other hand, if there's a lot of climate change, then that'll kill millions of people, which will solve. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Is that enough? Yeah. This is a good place to end it with hard drive. A little comedic relief.